everybody, Jim here, and I'm having a little ride along with my bud Rob. Rob, how are you?
Pretty good, how you doing?
Me and Rob are going to Hard Off to do a little night hunting. I'm gonna go find some games, hopefully get some kick-ass deals, and hopefully not be stopped from filming by the staff. I'm gonna try to be a little bit sneaky, maybe hold my camera by my crotch or something. You ready to do this, Rob?
Yeah, let's get in here and see what we can come up with.
Let's tear it up. Rob, you finding some good stuff?
Yeah, we're trying to...
What'd you get?
Looking at Dragon Quest 3, 4 box, and 5, and then still debating. Got a boxed Game Boy Pocket. I don't know.
What, 1,000?
For 1,000, I don't know.
So that's like $12.
Yeah, it's not bad.
$12 for a new Game Boy Pocket in the box.
It's gonna be good.
Let's come take a look and see at some systems. Super Fammies. They're about 30. That's probably about 35 bucks. There's a whole row of them. 64s. Got the ice blue. The gold. It's actually made of gold.
Pure
Gold is undervalued in Japan. A couple of Sega Saturns for 20 bucks. Well, less than 20 bucks. I wasn't lying about that. You can buy a complete Saturn for less than 20. Over here, I'm actually stashing away some stuff I'm gonna be buying. Got some PC Engine shooters, including R-Type 2. Mine.
You would have this.
What up? What else do they got? Have what? What'd you find?
We got Final Fantasy. Looks like Final Fantasy 1 and 2. And it's boxed in a premium package. What else it includes is going to be that. I assume most of these box-ins is usually some kind of artwork or soundtrack compilation.
What's the price on it?
We're looking at 23. So
that's like 26 bucks.
26 bucks, which with the shape of the box, I would have to say that's a pickup for sure.
I'd get it.
Just out of addiction purposes.
Your Final Fantasy addiction.
Yeah.
Looking at their PlayStation selection. Looking pretty good. Dreamcast and Saturn. I'm not finding much for the Dreamcast though, oddly enough. I've basically gotten all like the big games I want for Dreamcast, so it's kind of a pain in the ass to find more. You got 7?
Cracked. Color's good on it though. The key with any of these, the fact that they use white for most of the faces, is you're gonna run into discoloration over time. Almost, dating back to the original Famicoms, and the NES has just got that discoloration, so kind of carried over to the paper, I guess. So finding that and then not having them be cracked with the jewel cases is tough.
And I found myself a complete inbox copy of Paper Mario, and it looks really good condition, and it's about 13 bucks. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get Gundam Wing Endless Duel.
Oh really?
Definitely getting that.
Picked that one up for the Super Nintendo back in the day.
Look down here what we got, some whole lot of Super Famicom. I would get this, the third Mickey game on Super Famicom by Capcom, but they're charging like close to 30 bucks for it. So that's not gonna happen.
Stadium, gold and silver. Is this officially titled Stadium 2? Or is this the...
I don't know.
It's definitely gold and silver. Stadium. I want to say it was just ended up being... They had a Stadium 2 and then they did a gold and silver.
I don't know. I am the biggest novice on Pokemon ever.
Yeah.
But I do like this game. Area 88, aka UN Squadron. Boxed and complete. I think I might have to get this. It's like $10. It's going on my pile.
I think we're gonna head to Shopping Basket Land.
Alright. While Rob goes get a basket, I'm gonna turn the camera off so I can do a little shopping. And we'll be back in a bit. Okay. I had to come back immediately because out of the corner of my eye I spotted a copy of DuckTales 2 for $3. I am so getting this fucking copy of DuckTales 2, dude. DuckTales 2, $3. Fucking A. Alright, I'll be back. Just found the Mega Drive games. Let's see what we got. Golden Axe. Gotta find something I don't have already. Klax. Master of Monsters. Phelios. Oh, Phelios. Oh, this is a badass top-down shooter. Where you're like on a Pegasus. It's on like $5. I'm getting Phelios. What else we got? Another copy of Klax. Oh, fuck, I'm falling over. Shinobi. Junction. Shining in the Darkness. What the fuck is this one? Another shmup. $8, getting it. Rainbow Islands. Thunder Force 3, which I have, unfortunately. Bare Knuckle. Burning Force. Super Thunderblade. Very cool. Getting that. It's like Tiger Heli. Charging too much for that. DJ Boy. Sucks. Something. Batono. Looks pretty sweet. Oh, Castle of Illusion. Getting it. Alright, stand by everybody. I'll be back probably at the bargain bins. Rob, how goes the hunting?
It's going. I was able to pick up another, we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the box. Got an 8. This may or may not be a $10 mistake with Final Fantasy X. Thunder Force 3. Got a 7. It's in really good shape. So the hunt continues for a Dragon Quest 2 in the box, if I can find it, and maybe a Dragon Quest.
Well, alright, enough out of you. I found DuckTales 2. DuckTales 2. Haha. And I found something the Second Stoner's been riding my ass about. I finally found a copy of What's Shenmue. It's like a disc about Shenmue. It's like was put out to build hype for the game because the game got delayed. So I got that.
I think I'm gonna go bargain side hunting.
I'm about to go to that fucking bargain bin.
Let's hit the bargain bin.
Let's hit the bargain bin.
Bargain hunting time.
We're over in the bargain bins.
This is definitely the most lottery.
The junk bins.
You can play.
You can be here all day and find jack shit, or you could find something awesome for $1.
In like 2 minutes. Problem with these, if you go any older, is you're gonna run into no boxes.
Yeah.
Or poorly conditioned boxes.
And let's not forget that everything in a jewel case is all just thrown together. So if you want to actually find PC Engine games, you'll have to dig through the fucking PlayStation games. You'll find a lot of Mahjong, a lot of copies of Resident Evil 2.
Every horse racing simulator known to
Every fucking horse racing game ever. And a shitload of Dragon Quest games that probably don't work, or
just the
disc, loose disc. Might be like a junk system though.
Yeah.
And then of course loose consoles that may or may not work. I don't buy any consoles. The only thing I've bought out of the bargain bin are games, and I'll got a Wonder Swan. It's all busted up. and I'll buy some memory cards out of there, because it's hard. It's, in my experience, it's like really hard to fuck up a memory card. I've never had a memory card that didn't work, except for once I had one of those like mega memory cards, but like I saved too much data on it. Like I just made a point to save every single game onto that mega memory card, and eventually it just stopped fucking working because I saved too much on it.
Always had where if you switched it over to a different, you know, they had 1, 2, and 3, and if you switched over to 2, it would erase everything on 1, and if you switched to 3, it'd erase everything on 2.
Yeah.
So it was kind of...
Those things were pretty shoddy.
Oh, they have a Super Scope, and with one of the only other games that you'd want with it, Super Scope 6.
Come on, man, you get Terminator 2, right? That was a good game.
That was a good game.
Kinda.
Oh, and don't forget, every iteration of Street Fighter 2 we will find in these bargain bins.
I got my Street Fighter 2 CIB for 50 cents. Oh, I'm gonna get through here because I might want to get me some Donkey Konga action going on. It's a dollar.
Japanese GameCube boxes I loved a lot more than the American.
They are definitely better than the other ones.
Made sense for the disc size ultimately.
Yeah, the disc size, and it just saves space, man. What the fuck is this one? I've seen this before.
It's a Twin Bee.
Oh.
It's an arcade shooter. Awesome arcade shooter.
This one's actually a puzzle game.
Really?
Yeah. I guess they made a puzzle game out of it. Not even priced. It's probably $1. Controllers. Dreamcast. The fuck is this? It's got like a wood grain finish. Who the fuck would...
Is it for the PlayStation?
No, it's a USB controller. I guess it's a PC controller. You got a gun for the Sega Saturn. More Saturn games. This is going to take forever and a day to rifle through all this, so how about we just make a point to conclude somewhere and just do a haul or something.
Yeah.
Right. We'll be back after we've finished our shopping, so everybody stick around. 5, 4, 3. Hi everybody, Jim and Rob here. Just got back from Hard Off. Got an awesome haul of games, didn't we, Rob?
Not too bad, not too bad.
So, Rob, would you like to go ahead and go through your haul first?
Yeah, definitely. As you know, if you've seen on my videos, I'm an avid Final Fantasy collector, so we'll actually go to that last, because I want to get into this big stack right here, the Dragon Quest games that decided to get back into. So, picked up an unboxed Dragon Quest II. Has the manual but no box, so pretty decent on that one. And then was able to find 3 and 4 in decent shape, which is good. So happy about those. And then picking up 5 and 6, both in the box, which is great. And then got 7 in really good shape. I know we had talked about this from before, that just jewel cases.
Jewel cases.
Finding them not cracked.
Not all fucked up.
Messed up, you know, shaking it and making sure that it doesn't sound like confetti.
Especially these PlayStation ones, because these are not the typical jewel case. Mm-hmm. They're thicker, so if one gets fucked up, you really have no choice but to find another PlayStation game with the exact same case, and then replace it. Yeah, these cases sucked in.
Yeah, especially the bigger RPGs, whether it was like Final Fantasy VII multi-disc ones, you had to find ones that were the exact same amount of discs, and hope that it worked for what you were trying to do.
And then somehow finagle those cases apart and then reassemble them.
Yep. And then the last part that we pulled out for this was a Dragon Quest VIII, which was good as well. So I was stoked about that. Then we picked up, I ended up picking this up kind of to sweeten up your deal that you had going, you know, the 1,000 subscribers, and I thought, you know, Pokemon Stadium, why not throw in another one? So we picked up a gold and silver. So we're gonna throw that into the pot, or I'm gonna throw that into the pot.
We are?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna want it, and I figured why not add that to the Nintendo 64 one, and maybe, you know, kind of sweeten it, kind of maybe get a couple more entries in as the contest goes on.
Yeah, keep going, because I don't even know what the fuck one I even had.
What you offered up in your haul?
That'll be awesome if you throw that in there.
Yeah, very much.
If it's the exact same game, that would suck.
Be great, yeah. Going on the other pickup.
So never mind on that.
Yeah, never mind. Unless somebody wants two, and then they can put in their request that they want both of those, because other than that, it'll sit on my shelf. And then picked up a Thunder Fire.
Thunder Force.
Thunder Force 3. You recommended this one.
I did recommend that.
Why do you recommend this one?
I recommended that one. I have Thunder Force 3, and then I have a couple of the other ones that were re-released on Saturn. Thunder Force is an awesome series of side-scrolling shmups. I don't think you're very familiar with shoot-'em-ups. So if you see a Thunder Force game for, you know, $10 or however much, definitely get it, because Thunder Force games are actually quite high demand and usually quite pricey. So if you can find one in as good a condition as this, definitely want to get it. Thunder Force games kick ass every single time. That's why I told you to get it.
Definitely. And then a system pickup, because every time you go, you probably gotta look at the systems, if not pick one up. In a random rack, I was able to find a Game Boy Pocket in the box. So haven't dug into it, haven't seen the shape of it or what the condition is. So look more for that maybe in another video where I decide to go and maybe unbox this one and see what it looks like.
Sounds like a good idea.
And then lastly, my Final Fantasy pull. So picked up a Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles for the GameCube. I have another version for the Wii, and then another iteration for the, I believe it was the Game Boy Advance, if I remember correctly. So just kind of adding to that collection. This one, Final Fantasy X, may actually be a $10 mistake, being that I don't remember if I have this version of it or not. So if I do, great. If not, you know, adds to the collection, so I was happy about it. And then the last one, I was very excited about this.
Were you?
Yeah.
Could tell.
I saw it, and I instantly said I had to have it. I'll kind of get fussed into this one here, the way that it looks. So, as you can see, opens up here, and we've got Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 2 for the PlayStation.
That is pretty snazzy.
In a nice display box. I believe I'd have to end up translating the back. There was supposed to be another disc to this, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Fuckers, let me see. I know. Maybe just display box. And I'll be happy with this.
Keep talking while I read this.
While you investigate. They each come out, have their own disc, and they kind of just sit in there. So it's nice to find these set pieces with the Final Fantasy games, the collections, and also something that we're looking for. Well, I'm looking forward to in Japan will be the re-release 1 through 12 in one collection in the most recent updates. So if it's Famicom versions or Super Famicoms, it'll be on the PlayStation ports and so on and so forth.
There was supposed to be a figure in it.
It's supposed to be a figure. Maybe it's at the bottom in a hidden area.
Maybe there's an extra compartment that you can find.
You know.
Sneaky.
I know. Well, that concludes what I got. Let's bust into what you picked up.
All right.
Found some gems.
Since I found some good shit today. Famicom, found this loose in a little basket off to the side. Really good condition. It's a copy of DuckTales 2. Anyone who's ever played any Capcom Disney games on either the NES or Super NES knows that they all kick ass. DuckTales 1 and 2 are some of the best. So DuckTales 2, got that for $3. Freaking awesome. Then I got a complete box copy of Gundam Wing Endless Duel. Of all the Gundam series, this one's probably my favorite. And this is one of the 2D fighters that they made based on the series, so that's really awesome. Another great game. Boxed and complete Area 88 This game is known in the States and in Europe as UN Squadron. It's a really great side-scrolling shoot 'em up made by Capcom. Oh, excuse me, I shouldn't be drinking soda while I do these.
Yeah.
Yeah, great side-scrolling shoot 'em up made by Capcom. So yeah, I was pissing myself when I found out I really like this game. Got a copy of some Paper Mario or Mario Story, as it's new, you know. Happy to have this. I've actually never played either of the Paper Mario games, so really happy to have that one. Gonna get into that soon. And it's in really good condition, the box and all that. 2 games on PS2. Got a copy of Katamari Damacy, which is, or Damacy, which I've actually never played a Katamari game either, so I'm looking forward to that. And I got a game simply known as Cop, which came out overseas as Mr. Mosquito.
Excellent.
I wouldn't know because I've never played Mr. Mosquito either.
Oh,
So,
that's a great one.
I've just been missing out. So Mr. Mosquito, definitely looking forward to playing that. Got a handful of PC Engine games. They are all shooters actually. Cyber Core, which is a top-down shooter. Spaceship. Deep Blue, which is a shooter, but it's like underwater, I do believe, in the ocean. And a copy of R-Type 2. R-Type is some of the best shooters ever, period. So I was really happy to find that. This game, well, not even so much a game really. I've seen this around a bunch of times, but it wasn't until after the Sega Stoner got it and he started kind of hounding me because I didn't have it. So I went ahead and got a copy of What's Shenmue. Basically, just this was a hype builder for Shenmue because it was delayed. I think it came out like '99 or something. So this was just came out to build interest in Shenmue. So got that, and a stack of Mega Drive games. A lot of shmups there too. Got a copy of Super Thunderblade, which plays a lot like Space Harrier. The camera in behind you. Got a copy of Daisenbu, which is a top-down, looks like a World War II style shooter. So, happy to have that. This one, made by Namco, it's called Phalios. And it's another top-down shooter, and you're a dude on a Pegasus killing monsters with magic energy and shit. I saw this game on an episode of GameSack, actually. I really like GameSack, by the way. Do you like GameSack?
I do.
You like GameSack? So I saw this on their Shoot 'em Up episode, and so when I saw it in Hard Off for $5, I was like, fucking A. And a copy of Alien Storm. This is just an action shooter. I think you got like it's. I've actually never played it before, but I've seen video on YouTube. People speak highly of it. I think it was even in a Nintendo Nerd or a Video Game Nerd episode where he was comparing Genesis to Super NES. So Alien Storm, looking forward to playing that. And got a copy of Mickey Mouse Castle of Illusion, which is really fantastic game. Basically any Mickey Mouse game on 16-bit other than Fantasia is really good. Fantasia is a god-awful piece of shit. Anyway, that's all the pickups I was able to get at our little trip to Hard Off today. I'd say we got some pretty good stuff, wouldn't you?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Not bad. Rob, now, as you mentioned earlier, don't you have a YouTube channel?
I do, actually. And the funny thing is, you know, I pick up these, and I'll probably actually be featuring the Final Fantasy games on there, and maybe the Dragon Quest, because they kind of just fall into that same RPG element. But Seattle Original is the channel name, and I try to interact with you as much as I can, because it's kind of almost like a mentor of the ins and outs of buying games in Japan. So hopefully we'll get some more videos up on my channel as well. And
so definitely check out Seattle Original. He's Rob's just now getting his channel underway. He recently moved here, and we're now co-workers. He lives close to me, and turns out he's a retro gamer too, so it was a no-brainer that we would get together and do some stuff like this. So definitely I'll put a link in the description to Rob's channel. Go sub to him, because you can look forward to a lot of good stuff in the future, hard offs and stuff, and maybe some more collab shit with me. But that's it. that's everything. That's all there is, Rob.
That's everything. No hidden, no tricks.
No, except for maybe that figure that is in that hidden compartment.
It is hidden. I actually did find it.
You were searching for that while I was talking?
Yeah, I was.
Alright, anyway, that's it. Everybody, thanks for watching. Do please come back next time when we go to yet another Hard Off to find a bunch of games for dirt cheap. Jim, Rob, everybody, take it easy.